from yesterday. We need to go over right here. I want to get to this one, example 4. List each zero and the power on each factor. Then graph on your calculator. What do you notice? All right, first thing I want you to do is, what are the zeros? Look at the bottom, 2-6, Carter. Okay. What are the zeros, guys? X equals what?
0.
Okay, zero's one of them.
3.
And 3. Okay, perfect. We have the zeros. Again, when it's a 0, what does that mean graphically? It what?
That's right.
Crosses x-axis.
That's right. Okay. And 3. Grab your calculators real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. There's some in the back here if you need them. All right. And let's type that in. What do I have here? I have okay. Oops, no, what is the power squared? Okay. All right. And this is my graph then. Okay, there it is. What do you notice about what happens at 0? What does it do? It
crosses.
And what happens at 3?
It touches.
Okay, so what we're going to say is at 0, it crosses, and at 3, it touches. Okay, great. Now, we're going to move on and we're going to take a look at this one right here. That's all I want to write down for now. What are the zeros here?
-2.
Okay,
2.
hang on. X equals -2. And what's the other one? 2. All right.
Is that it?
Yep, just those two. Just because they make 0 inside the parentheses. Now, let's put it back into our calculator here. All right. So let's put in, they've got a negative out front there. What is that negative out front going to do?
Maybe up and down.
Limit.
Yeah, it's gonna, oh, shoot. Do you guys remember what this graph looked like?
No.
Did it go through and then it went like that, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I can show you what that's like.
Like this? Okay, look. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a quick sketch. So let's type this in.
Samuel Taylor.
Then you have future.
And let's see. This one's x minus 2.
That's her. See, I think I lost my paper.
I have an extra one if you need it.
Are we good?
Yep, right there.
See,
Yeah, put it in here.
Here you
Video
go,
champ.
I don't know where she put it.
Okay, let's check this one out.
Wow. Found it.
All right. Even though I can't see it too well, what do you think happens here? What happens at -2?
Crosses.
Okay, so let's write this down. At -2, it crosses. And what happens at 2? Touches. And the graph looks, it comes like this.
Mrs. Rich, I thought this was in even powered graph, so shouldn't it look like
Well,
parabola?
yeah. Now, you guys, Mason has a point. Mason said it's an even powered graph. But, okay, what are the exponents?
3 and 4.
What does 3 plus 4 equal?
7.
So this is an odd.
What? You never taught that.
I know, that's what we're trying to discover. Did everybody see that? Okay, first of all, Mason had a good observation. He said it's even, and so if you add the 4 and the 3, we get 7. That makes it odd, and sure enough, what did the negative do?
So it's a total of all this one.
Yes, it's a total. Well, what about this one?
That's a 2.
That's 2, but what's the exponent on here? That's a 1. So that made 3, which is why, and it's positive, which again, it's an odd graph.
Are you kidding me? My backpack broke.
Oh no.
What about
Okay.
all those ones that were like, find the highest
Yes.
degree?
In this case,
leading
these are,
coefficient?
yes, and these are different. If you look up above, do you see how they're different from these
Oh,
equations
yeah,
right
'cause
here?
those are different.
These have factors and they're in parentheses, so that's why it looks a little bit different. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at C. First of all, what do you think the power? What is the power on this one right here?
5.
Yep, there's a 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this is 1 here. So it's going to be a 6. So it's going to be even. And is it positive or negative? Out front.
Positive.
All right, so it's a positive even. So the end behavior is going to look like that. Okay? First of all, what are the zeros?
All the zeros are negative 1, 2, and
Never 4.
Good. Okay.
Like some. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait, whoa.
Okay, go ahead and check it out. Check out, I mean, all right, I'm gonna.
Like physics.
I'm just gonna get my paper.
No, it's not.
Do you need a-
I wish.
All right, yeah, I will, okay, this was x minus 2. What was the power? 2? What was the one on the other one, the last one? X minus 4?
To the third.
Okay. Ooh.
So close.
Okay, so check this out. What happened, oh, where's my thing? All right, let me move this over so I can write it down. What happened at negative 1?
Crosses.
Okay, it crosses. And at 2, it,
Touches.
okay, now, you know what, you guys, there's got to be some sort of pattern going on. When does it touch and when does it cross? Take a look at the equations. At where the zeros are,
Miss Tracy, I got it figured out.
what is it, Kyle?
It is like on B, the two numbers are 2 and 2. So they cross at 2 and then cross at 2.
Nope.
It crosses at negative 2, though, and it touches at 2.
Crosses on odds. I need to see the graph.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
No, negative
Because
1
on B, it crosses on negative 2.
And on C it crosses the negative 1.
No, no, shh, right here. But this is the 0. Negative 2 is the 0 of this one, and it's an odd power. 2 is the 0 of this one, and it touches. So you are correct. So basically, let's look at this. Multiplicity of zeros. That's what all of this is called. The multiplicity of each 0 is the number of times the factor occurs in the factored form. At a 0 with even multiplicity, the graph of the function will, what did we say? If it's even, what does it do? It,
Touches.
there you go.
Oh, the 50-50 shot. I have no idea.
And the function will cross.
Alright, what's the multiplicity? Right here, circle or something.
The multiplicity is going to be the powers right there.
Okay.
Okay? So, here, I think they give you some examples. Can I turn the page?
Wait. Oh.
That's okay. I'll wait.
Okay.
Because I think are there examples on the next page? Yes. Okay. This is what I need you to do. So let's see if we can. There we go. All right. So state the degree and list the zeros of the polynomial function.
Is it raining still, Miss Tracy?
No. What is the degree equal? What's the degree on A?
3.
What's raining?
Hey, John, what are the zeros on this one? Nope.
Why is the degree 3?
Because there's like a 1 right here on the X.
Since when do you add them? I thought it was just the highest.
Well, but if this is not all the way multiplied out, but if I were to multiply all of this out, like FOIL this and then multiply it by X, you're right, the highest one would be 3, exactly. But instead of multiplying it all out, you can just go ahead and add these little exponents to know that it's 3.
Are the zeros 2 and 0?
The zeros are, if there's nothing there, then it's 0, and it's negative 2. It's because if I put a negative 2 in there. Okay? Now, state the multiplicity of each 0. All right.
What?
0 has a multiplicity of 1. Negative 2 has a multiplicity of 2. Why do you think negative 2 has a multiplicity of 2? That's what the power is. Yep. So whatever the power is on the parentheses, that's what we call the multiplicity. All right? Now, we can, and so, okay, if it's degree, is it positive or a negative function? It's a positive, because there's no negative out there. So, they said to sketch it. Okay? The first thing you want to do is put a dot on 0, because that's a 0. and put a dot on -2, because that's a 0 also. Now, it is an odd function with positive. What is the end behavior?
Up.
It's down this way and then up this way, right?
Because it's
Okay.
odd.
Correct. And it's positive. Now, what does it need to do at -2? Touch or go through?
Touch.
Because it's even. So it needs to come like this, it needs to touch, it needs to go down, and what does it need to do at 0?
Through.
So it's got to come back up and go through. I can erase this arrow because that's kind of off. And that is a quick sketch of that. Is it an exact sketch? No. Because I really don't know how far down it goes. But it's a quick sketch. Okay? Let's try the next one. Does everybody kind of understand what we just did? All right. Okay, what's the degree of this one?
6, no 2, 5, wow.
What is this? It's 3 plus 2 plus, that's it. So it's 5. Okay? It's negative odd. Okay? What are the zeros?
Zeros are 2 and -7.
Okay. What is the multiplicity on 2?
3.
And the multiplicity on -7?
So,
It's 2. Okay, so if we sketch our graph now,
It's an odd, so they both go this opposite way.
well, yes, they do, that my end behavior, but it's a
It's a
negative odd,
negative.
so it's going to be this way.
Up that way and down on right there. Down.
Now, I have to put a dot at -7 because that is
Where it
a
goes.
0, and then also on 2. Okay,
It touches 2.
no, see, 7 has a multiplicity of 2, so it touches at -7.
Oh,
The
it touches
even-
and it goes through.
So it's going to go up like this and then come down.
Yup.
Okay?
Like that.
I mean, not exactly, but you know, in general. Does everybody get that? Okay. Do you want to just see if you can do C on your own?
Sure.
Okay, see if you can do C on your own. Try to sketch it.
I do it on